Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. First is ignorance. I don't know. Second thing is, I know, but I have got doubts. Third thing is, I have no doubts, but I have no experience. So, when we have knowledge, technically it is called as jnanam. But knowledge is of no use unless it is experienced. So, the word is knowledge, information, and the second word is bodha, the experience. So, we talk about Atma Jnanam, and second is Atmabodha. Tattva Jnanam and Tattva Bodha. So, the spiritual practice consists of first getting the information that we get through Shravan, go to listen in Satsanga and listen. Shravana. Then doubts are still lingering. So those doubts are removed by reflecting on it. That is called as mananam. Reflect on it. And after reflection is sufficiently done, no more doubts are lingering. Then the third comes the experience of that. And for that, the third thing is we have to be committed 24/7 to the truth. Nididhyasan is not meditation. Many of us mistake Nididhyasan means meditation. Nididhyasan means 24/7 commitment to the truth. Upanishad says, Yame Vesha Vrunute Tena Labhyaha Tassesha Atma Vivrunute Tarum Swam. He who seeks the truth to the exclusion of everything 24/7, to him the truth is revealed. See the difference? Truth is revealed. Nobody knows the truth. The truth is revealed. Yamai Vesha Vrunute Tena Labhyaha. He who seeks the truth, to him the truth is revealed. Therefore, we have to first collect the information. Now this information is available in the ultimate authority of knowledge, what we call as Shruti Grantha or the Veda or the Upanishad. Ultimate knowledge. Then the second stage is the Smriti Grantha. Smriti Grantha is the literature which is accepted as authority of knowledge at the second level, in which comes there are 18 Smritis. Bhargava Smriti, Apastamba Smriti, Narada Smriti, Harita Smriti, etc. Smriti Grantha. Bhagavad Gita also falls in the same category. Then the third is the Puranas. Puranas are the source of knowledge which is basically at the Adhidaivik level. And the fourth one is the Itihasa. Itihasa means when you simply take history, it doesn't carry the deep meaning. Iti ha asa. Thus it was so. So itihasas are not the cock and bull story of somebody's imagination. But these things have already happened in the past. Therefore, itihasas are two in our scriptures. One is Ramayana, second is Mahabharata. They are the books of authority. Four of them, and the fifth one is the literature created by the great masters for the betterment of the students of the truth. They are called as Prakaran Granthas. And the text that we are studying, Atmabodha, is a Prakaran Grantha attributed to Bhagwan Shankaracharya. What these books do, that For a student who is first time being introduced to this spiritual knowledge, he cannot straight away go to the Upanishad and study. He can't. So small little doses are given. And this is how this Atmabodha falls in the category of the Prakaran Grantha. Now in this text, the teacher gives us the truth in a very different manner. Now the second step. Normally, if we analyze our experiences, they fall again in three categories. One experience is this world is real and I as a body is real. First category. The second category is that the experiences that I have, joy, sorrows, friends, enemies, they are real. Second category. And therefore, we keep on talking about our past experiences because for them they are very real. When I was a child, I did like this thing. When I was a teenager, I did like this thing. I went there, I studied this thing. Because those experiences, we take them as solid reality. And the third kind is, who is experiencing? So for these three types of people, there are three categories of knowledge. The knowledge pertaining to the world, that the world is real and I am the body, for them, Dharma Shastra is attributed. In Dharma Shastra, we accept the world is real and I as a body is real. So what we are told, the do's and don'ts, vidhi nishedha. What should be done, what should not be done. Early to bed and early to rise, get up early in the morning, before the sunrise, and finish your morning ABCD. Then you should do the Gayatri Upasana. You should not eat non-vegetarian. You should not fight with others. Respect elders. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyayanma pramadaha. Acharyaya priyam dhanamarutya prajatantum ma vyavachetihi. Satyanna pramaditavyam. Dharmanna pramaditavyam. Matrudevo bhava. Pitrudevo bhava. These kind of instructions are for those who are taking themselves to be the body and the world as real. And we all have to go through that. So, if I am studying for higher education, doctorate, does it mean that I should condemn the KG1 or primary? No. There was a stage, it was necessary. In the same manner, Dharma Shastra is necessary. But the question comes, when we practice Dharma Shastra, what should happen to us? There we don't understand and we get caught up in our whole life only in the Dharma Shastra. See friends. So what should happen? If we are following the path of Dharma, Tulsidaji says in Ramcharitmanas, Dharmate birati jogate jnana jnana mocha prada veda bakhana. If we are following the path of Dharma, we have to ultimately end up in dispassion. If dispassion doesn't happen as a result of following the path of Dharma, then we were lost in the wrong channel. So he who has thus followed the path of Dharma, now he slowly rises above the obsessions of the mind, the laziness. See, alasya nidra pramad, laziness, excessive sleep and repeating the same mistake again and again. These three things pertain to the body identification. We rise above that. After this is done, then second place we get caught up is our personality. And we all the time talk about our experiences. If we just observe this sincerely, you will see that when we talk to others, we talk about our past experiences. And when we talk to ourselves, we talk about our future worries. In this manner, we come to the second stage where experiences are the only thing that matters for us. Such people write autobiography. I was born, I did this thing, I did that thing. And then for them, the Adi Daivik Kshetra comes. So, this life, next life, sin, merit, hell, heaven, Papa, Punya, all that becomes absolute reality. And for them, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatare Shayanam. That is Adi Daivik. Our Puranic literature falls in that category. Then we come to the third stage, called as Adhyatmik. Adhyatmik is, we have reason above the body identification. We have reason above the good and bad experiences of this world. Now we have come to the third stage. Who is the one who is going through good and bad experiences? Kastvam koham kutamāyātah kāme janani kome tātah iti paribhavaya sarvamasaram vishvam tyaktva swapna vicharam bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. When this inquiry kindles, then we come to the text called as Atmabodha. And when a student comes to this stage, now he is no more involved either in the world or his personal life. Now he wants to inquire. To such a student, this text is attributed. Now we have got here 3 days. In 3 days, I had to finish. And there are quite a good number of verses here. I think more than 60 or 65, 68 verses. So I will be going with the supersonic speed. So you have to be extremely attentive. Otherwise, yes, you will miss something. The mind will be running here and there. Tapobi kshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mukshunam apekshoyam atmabodho vidhiyate. Atmabodho vidhiyate, this text is meant for those who are having the following qualification. There is no quota system for a specialized people. Quota system reservation is only for the government jobs. It is not for the wisdom. So who are those who are qualified? First, tapobi kshina papanam. Those who have done tapasya. Tapasya means only 2 things. Number 1, discover independence. We are so much dependent on things and beings. Unless I get that, I can't eat. See, like the other day I was talking to somebody. So he asked me, Swamiji, you go to China, what about your food? I said, I don't go to China to eat. I go there for doing some work. But those who are thinking only about eating, the first question will come there in their mind, what about your food? See, friends. So, if we have got that dependence, unless I get the rasam and unless I get the idli, I can't survive. Then you get buried in your own house. See, friends. Discover independence. Tapo bhikshena papana. And second is, have the self-confidence. We can do it. Why we can't do it? So those who have discovered these 2 things, they have kshina papana, they have removed their sins. These are the 2 sins. Dependence, sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvam atmavasham sukham, etad vidyat samasena lakshanam sukha dukkhayoho. Joy and sorrows are nothing but these 2 things. So tapo bhikshina. Then shantanam, those who are at peace with themselves. Therefore, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the practice of knowledge, in that 13th chapter, he gives 20 values. And one of the values is that arati jana samsadi. Arati jana samsadi means no more involved in politics. Don't waste your time in the political discussion, political news, political prime time. They are all the time barking, not among themselves. They are barking at the audience. And we unnecessarily waste our time and energy. Tapovi kshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam. Those who have no more too much involvement in this world. Enough is enough. We all have to draw a line thus far, not further. Otherwise, we'll get lost. And mumukshuna, and those who have discovered the limitations of the relative existence. And therefore, they want to get freedom from this relative existence. And such a seeker, to him this Atmabodha text is addressed. बोधोन्य साधनेभ्यो हि साक्षान् मोक्षैक साधनम पाकस्य वन्य वज्ञानम विना मोक्षो न सिद्ध्यति. In this particular text, Bhagavan Shankaracharya has given so many examples, and each is so beautiful. He says, the ultimate liberation from the relative existence is possible only through knowledge. Like when we take food, so many things are involved. We go for shopping, we buy the things, we bring them at home, we clean them, we cut them, everything is done. But yet, it is not a consumable food. Then ultimately it is cooked. And cooking is done on the fire. So, pakasya vanyavat jnanam. So, like the fire is the ultimate, because of which the food is made available to us for eating. In the same manner, your dharma shastra, your upasana, your yoga, all of them are okay. But ultimate liberation is only through knowing who you are. Pakasya vanyavajnanam. Everything is done and it is not cooked. Unless you are a victim of the naturopathy, all people who are naturopathy victims, they keep on eating all raw food. Raw food is only for animals, not for human beings. They have got 4 stomachs. We have only 1 stomach. And there you keep all the raw things, no way. So, pakasya vanyavajnanam vina mokshona siddhati. Without this self-knowledge, we cannot liberate. See the basic thing. Dharma, yoga and upasana. They try to liberate I from the problems. And knowledge liberates us from I. We don't want freedom for I. We want freedom from I. Unless we are able to drop this I, you may continue doing anything. It is the same story. Avirodhitaya karma na vidyam vinivartayed vidya vidyam nihanteva tejastimira sangavata. Avirodhitaya karma. The avidya, how the karma is born, the genesis of karma is, first, essence of incompleteness. Second, essence of otherness. Third thing, a notion that I am incomplete because I don't have that object or that person. Fourth, that person is the source of happiness. Fifth, if I don't get that person, what is to live for? And as a result, these creates agitations in the mind, and these imaginary agitations, they are called as desire. And when the desire overpowers, we have to act. Desire expresses as action. So, how it started? Because I imagine myself to be incomplete. And why I am incomplete? Because I am this body, that body I am not. I am body is not the bondage. Only this body I am and that body I am not. From here the samsara begins. See friends, therefore, how the karma is born? Because of this ignorance. So, avirodhitaya karma na avidyam vinivartayet. So, till such time the ignorance is maintained, we will never be free through the karma. And vidya avidyam vinihanteva is only by the proper knowledge, proper understanding, all wrong notions are removed, then only the karma and the karma bandhan and the samsara can be negated. Tejas timira sanghavat. Like the darkness is removed only by the light. Now here another important thing. Many people have this thing. How long we have to practice knowledge and how much efforts are required. This is the basic difference between karma, yoga and upasana. Karma, yoga and upasana, you require repetition. See? Karma, you have to do every day this, every day that. Upasana, keep on chanting Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yogasana, keep on twisting the body till your body falls back. Practice again and again. But when it comes to knowledge, so how much time and energy and efforts it takes? That much time, energy and efforts it takes. As much time and energy and efforts is taken for a wife to become a woman, for a husband to become a man. Think, man can become the husband, husband can never become the man. Woman can become the wife, wife cannot become the woman. Why? Because she is already a wife, she is already a woman. Husband is already a man, he doesn't have to become. We don't have to become divine. We are. But because of the conditioning of the wife, man is reduced to a husband. Because of the conditioning of the husband, woman is reduced to the wife. Think. And can we separate the man and the husband? One person asked me this question. All funny questions come. One question was, why you Hindus have, the lady is putting a .com to indicate that she is married. Why not the gents? They don't have anything. I said they don't require. Why? Their face says that they are married. A married person has got a glow of the blow on his face. Immediately can be recognized. Therefore, vidyam avidyam nihanteva tejas tivra sanghavan. So it doesn't take any time just to come to discover who am I. परिच्छिन्नीवा ज्ञानात् तन्नाशे सति केवलः स्वयं प्रकाशते आत्मा मेघापायं शुमानिव. परिच्छिन्न इव अज्ञानात्. Iva means as if. Because ajnana doesn't mean absence of knowledge. This is many places this mistake is repeated. Ajnana, ignorance is not absence of knowledge. Knowledge can never be absent. Then, what is ajnanam? Ajnanam is incomplete knowledge. Incompleteness in the knowledge creates problem. We have to get rid of this incompleteness in the knowledge. Now what is incompleteness? Incompleteness is like, I am seeing you. What is on my back I cannot see. And if I insist, whatever I am seeing by my eyes, that alone is the truth. What I cannot see with my eyes, that doesn't exist. So for me, the one which is seen by you doesn't exist. And for you, what I am seeing doesn't exist. Net result will be, I will be obsessed with my standpoint, you will be obsessed with your standpoint. This obsession is incompleteness in knowledge. Therefore, here, parichina iva ajnanat, as if we are incomplete. We are not. See, friends, there are so deep meanings behind this. See, this text, wherever I have taken this, I don't remember. I had dealt with this in 14 talks, 1-4. Here I am going to finish in 3 talks. You can imagine to what speed and what compromise I am going. If you want, you can get this book. It will be very exhaustively dealt with. So, parichinna iva jnanat, as if I have become limited. How we become limited? I am a husband and I am miserable. So, as if I am husband only, but I am man also. I am son as a miserable one, but I am man also. I am father. And who is miserable? It is the son who is miserable. It is the husband who is miserable. It is the father who is miserable. And all three of them are supported by the man who is happy. So what has happened? This man has forgotten that essentially he is a man and he became the son because of the conditioning of the father. He became the husband because of the conditioning of the wife. He became the father because of the conditioning of the son. Essentially, he is man happy. So, Parichini, you as if he has been divided in three. So, when I talk about me as a son, as a husband, as a father, am I talking about three or only one? So, the one appears to have become many on account of these imposed uh, limitations. Parichinayu ajnanat tannashe sati kevalaha. See, in Panchadashi, one thought comes. Somebody told another person, "Hey, I heard that your son met with an accident in USA." Immediately, this man started crying and frustrated. Oh God, how many times I told him, he doesn't listen to me. As the age grows, men become very weak and sentimental. Women become strong and confident. So the wife told, "Don't start crying. Phone him and find out." Oh, okay, okay, okay. And then he phoned his son. Here it is a day, USA it is a night. So the son lifted the phone and banged the father. "Dad, how many times I told you don't call at this time?" And banged the phone. Oh, thank God. He is okay there. So who was miserable? Not the man, the father. And where is the father? The day we discover this simple principle, we are essentially one. Because of various conditionings, it appears as if we have become many, and this apparent multiplicity, when we take it as real, samsara begins. Therefore, parichideva jnana tannashe sati kevala. Discard this thing. So, when my father died, what happened to the son that I was? Nothing happened to him. When my wife died, what happened to the father, to the husband that I was? Nothing happened to me. When my son died, what happened to me, the father? Nothing happened to me. Because without the father, I cannot be son. Without the wife, I cannot be husband. Without the son, I cannot be father. When these three conditions are discarded, what happened to me? Nothing. I am the same. Be attentive. We are all miserable, those who do not exist. If somebody is sleeping, you can wake him up. If somebody is pretending that he is sleeping, you cannot wake him up. Now tell me how simple it could be than this. So, tannashe satike valaha. When we discard the conditioned expressions of the absolute, the truth is revealed. Kevalaha means the same reality with the conditioning of the names and the forms is called as the world. Nama Rupatmakam Jagat. The same reality with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas is called as the Jiva. The same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Maya is called as the Ishvara. So, the same reality is referred in three different ways because of the three conditionings. Like the same man is referred as the son, husband, and the father because of the three conditioning. But he has never become three. He is only one. Exactly the same way. We are looking at the Paramatma, we call it as the world. We are divine, we call ourselves to be Jiva. The Lord is not away from us, but we push Him. God is above the clouds. These three conditionings, till they are taken real, we are far away from the truth. Tannashe, when these things are discarded, Swayam Prakashate Atma Megha Paye Amshavan Iva. The moment these conditions are discarded, immediately the truth is revealed because it is self-revealed. Example given, when the clouds are moving or moved, the sun appears without anything. Not only that, be attentive. Not only that, even the clouds which were covering the sun, they were seen in the light of the sun. So we may say that the clouds are covering the sun. No, no, clouds have never covered the sun. It is our vision which was covered. Change your vision. Therefore, the real spiritual practice begins when we are ready to remove the clouds of our swabhava. Be attentive. We have got two aspects. One is swabhava, second is swarupa. Swabhava is acquired knowledge, acquired uh, um, nature. And second is swarupa, essential nature. Essentially, I am man. Because of the acquisition of the conditioning, I have become son, husband, and father. The moment these conditionings are removed, I continue to be man. Exactly the same way. Because of the conditioning of the importance of names and forms, world is created. Conditioning of the Panchakoshas, Jiva is created. Pushing the Bhagwan away, Ishvara is created. See, friends. So, Swayam Prakashate Atma Megha Paya Amshumaniva. अज्ञान कलुषम जीवम ज्ञानाभ्यासाद निर्मलम कृत्वा ज्ञानम स्वयं नशे जलम कतकरेणुवत. The dirty or muddied water in the villages earlier, they used to take the alum piece and move in the waters. As a result, the alum used to form a scum on the surface of the waters, and slowly it will start settling down, and it will take along with it all the dust particles, mud particles, and the water is clean. Exactly. Jnana Bhyasat, Ajnana Kalusham Jivam, these wrong notions are slowly settled down by Jnana Bhyas, by again and again practicing. Who is disturbed? The moment you start, disturbances will slowly disappear. That alum is this inquiry. Who is disturbed? Then we come to know it is always somebody is disturbed. No thought can come up without the seed of somebody. Somebody is always sprouting the trees of thoughts again and again. Therefore, Jnana Bhyasat, this is the practice of knowledge. Practice of knowledge is indicated in Yoga Vasishta, very simple way. Tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyam tat prabodhanam, etad eka paratvam cha jnanabhyasam vidrubudha. Only that to the exclusion of everything. That alone is called as jnanabhyasa, and when this becomes firm, then that thought also disappears, and what remains is the thought-free I. We all know only the ego, which is nothing but a pure I plus the clothing of thoughts. Drop the thoughts, the naked I is the reality. Be attentive. Therefore, real spiritual evolution is when we are able to drop all the specialities. Nirvishesha Satta is Paramatma. We don't have to become extraordinary. Drop every extra. Are we having less burden of extra? I am man, I am woman, I am Indian, I am not Indian, I am Tamilian, I am Gujarati. So many. Plus, I am spiritual. The moment we understand this basic principle, spiritual evolution is not becoming extraordinary. Spiritual evolution is drop everything, remain ordinary. One small example I will give. There is one word in our scriptures. The five great elements, their Qualities are called as, guna is called as tanmatra. Space, tanmatra is shabda, the sound. Air, the tanmatra is the touch, the sparsha. Fire, the tanmatra is the rupa, the form. The water, the tanmatra is the rasa, the taste. And Prithvi, earth, the tanmatra is gandha, the smell. Tanmatra means that alone. So when we talk about Shabda, we are not talking about Sa, Re, Ga. No. These are specific. Non-specific sound is Paramatma. In the 7th chapter, Bhagavan says that Raso hamapsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayoho pranavaha sarva vedeshu shabdakhe paurusham drishu. I am the sound in the space. It is not the Ramanam or an abuse. It is not a disco or a discourse. No, Shabda Matra, Tan Matra. So what is the Shabda? Shabda is non-specific, not good or bad. See friends, therefore, when all the extra things are dropped, so Krutva Nasham Swayam Nashed, Jalam Katakarenugar. Continuing further, Samsara Sapnatulyo hi Raga Dveshadi Sankulaha Swakale Satyavadvati Prabodhe Satya Asad Bhavet. Samsaraha Sapnatulyo hi Raga Dveshadi Sankulaha. The samsara relative experiences, they are just like the dream. One small thought I will give you, work on it. We all have dreamt as well as we are in the waking experiences. Number one. Number two. Every dream has a separate dreamer, is it not? If every dream has a separate dreamer, every waking experience has a separate waker. I the child, I the teenager. Is the child and teenager the one and the same? The child died. The teenager died. They are not the same. And therefore, be attentive. Therefore, we don't write autobiography of a dreamer. What can you write? Nothing. In one dream, I was a guru. Other dream, I was a cheat. So who am I? Oh, it was just a dream. In the same manner, in one way experience, I was rich. In other experience, I was poor. In third experience, I was cheated. In the fourth experience, I cheated others. So then who are you? The day you get this point across, what will happen is, your spiritual practice will change. And you know what will be the change? Very simple, I tell you. You will stop talking about your past. When we talk about our past, our body identification is intact. I am is the truth. I am man, I am woman. I am young, I am old. I am rich, I am poor. Is the specific truth. And the specificity, it creates samsara. And as one is out of the dream, then we say that dream, it was just a dream, forget about it. In the same manner, when we are awake from this waking dream to our divine nature, then we come to know that dream is never dreamt as a dream. During the dream, dream is the solid reality. Sometimes we dream something very bad. I was going somewhere and somebody was chasing me and I was so tired running. Finally I tumbled down and the dream broke. Thereafter still we go and report to the police that so and so was chasing me. No. So Swakale Satyavad Bhati. When the dream was going on, it was like a solid reality. Exactly the same way. This waking dream is a solid reality. Swakale Satyavad Bhati. Pramodhe Sati. The moment we are awakened to our divine nature, asat bhaved. See friends, again and again we work on this. Wise people who are awakened to their essential nature, they will never get involved in this waking dream. Therefore, स्वकाले सत्यवद भाति प्रबोधे सति असद भवेत् तावत् सत्यम जगत भाति शुक्तिका रजतम यथा यावन्न ज्ञायते ब्रह्म सर्वाधिष्ठानम अद्वयम्. Like till we do not know the shell on the seaside, then it is a shell, we will think it is the piece of silver. In the same manner, till such time we do not know our divine nature, till then this world will be very real. Because what is the word? Name, form, asti, bhati, priya, nama, rupa, iti panchamshakam, adyatrayam, brahma rupam, jagad rupam, tatodvayam. Satchidananda, name and form. The five things put together is called as a world. Out of these five, which is the real? Satchidananda is real, name and form is not real. For example, I had given, there was a jeweler who wanted me to inaugurate his new outlet. So when I went, everything was done. Then he said, Swamiji, I am not giving you, just for the sake of talking. I got two statues, one is Rama, other is Ravana. Which you will take? Both are made of gold. I said, you think I am a Swami, what I will take? Of course you are a Swami, you will take Rama. I said, now listen, which is heavy? I am not interested either in Rama or Ravana. I am interested in gold. In the same manner, when our attention is taken away from the name and the form, what remains is the Paramatma. Name and the form adds speciality to the Absolute. Therefore, Tava Satyam Jagat Bhati Shuktika Rajadam Yatam Yavanna Jnayate Brahma Sarvadhishtanam Advayam. Then Satchidanandatmani Syute Nitye Vishnu Prakalpitaha Vyaktayos Vida Sarva Hatake Katakadivata. In the Satchidananda Paramatma alone, all these things are imagined, superimposed like on the gold. Various names and forms are imagined, and then when we talk about an ornament, ornament is gold plus name and a form. Like your wedding ring. So gold, if it is made up of gold, gold is the essential nature, and the name, it is a wedding ring, and shape, the form. So out of this, what normally we do the mistake, this is another very deep topic. This is called as upside down understanding. One example will make it clear. One of my friends asked me once, somewhere we are on the ship, he said, can you imagine how much must be the water deep here in the ocean? So I told him, I don't answer a stupid question. He said, what is stupid in that? I said, water is not in the ocean. The ocean is superimposed on the water. He said, don't bring that Vedanta here. I said, yeah, that is the truth. Ocean is not an object in which water is put. Water itself is called as ocean. In the same manner, gold with the superimposition of names and the forms is called as the ornament. And because of the superimposition of names and forms, the gold doesn't become many. In the same manner, one Paramatma with the superimposition of the Panchakoshas is called as Jiva. The same Paramatma with the superimposition of the names and the form is called as the Jagat. The same Paramatma with the superimposition of the Maya Shakti is called as Ishvara. Therefore, यथा काचो ऋषिकेशो नानोपाधि गतो विभु तद भेदाद भिन्नवद भाति तन्नाशे केवलो भवेत्. Because of the upadhi bhed. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Jiva Ishayo, Ishvara and Jiva, they are two because of the upadhi. Discard the upadhi, Vishahanataha vastu kevalam. Paramatma with the Maya is called as Ishvara. Paramatma with the Panchakoshas is called as the Jiva. You remove the conditioning of the Panchakoshas. When there is no Jiva, there is no Jagat. There is no Ishvara. They are all mutually dependent. And therefore, this Tad Vedat Vinnavad Bhati Tannashe Kevalo Bhaved Nanopadi Vashadeva Jati Varnashramadaya Atmanya Stoye Rasa Varnadi Bhedata Nana Upadi Vashad, because of the many conditioning, Jati, Varna, Ashrama, all these things. Jati, somebody is human being, somebody is animal, something is a tree, etc. Jati. Then Varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Then Ashrama, Brahmachari, Grustha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. All these things are superimposed on the one reality, and therefore they appear to have become many. Like rasa, the water is one. You add sugar, it becomes a sweet water. Add salt, it becomes a salty water. But the water is the same, it has not changed. In the same manner, with the association of the conditioning, the absolute appears to have become many. Be attentive. Very deep it is. When I say I am talking to you, here the meaning I is only one. With the conditioning of the organ of speech, I become a speaker. With the conditioning of the eyes, I become a seer. With the conditioning of the hands, I become a doer. With the conditioning of the legs, I become a walker. So this one I, with so many conditioning, has become so many. Has he become many? And suppose the eyes are closed, I am no more a seer, but I am. When I stop talking, I may be no more a speaker, but I am. So this one I, because of these various conditioning, appears to have become many. In the same manner, one absolute reality with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas has become Jiva. Now what sadhana? To know that I am only one. Do I have to destroy my eyes? Do I have to destroy my speech? No. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is to come to recognize this. Whosoever is disturbed, find out who is he. He'll come to know. He is a conditioned expression of the Absolute. So the husband is miserable, not the man. The wife is miserable, not the woman. The son is miserable, not the man. The more we become aware of this, to that extent, we have unloaded the burden of this conditioning or the upadhis. So, Panchikruta Mahabhuta Sambhavam Karma Sanchitam Shariram Sukha Dukkhanam Bhogayatanam Uchate. Now coming to our individuality, the gross body is a place where we are living, and here all the joy and sorrows are experienced. Like we have to take food, so we go to the dining room and sit comfortable and we take the food. So the dining hall is only a place. In the same manner, all the joy and sorrows, they are experienced in the body. The body is just a house. Ayatanam is house. See? So, Panchikruta Mahabhuta Sambhavam Karma Sanchitam, and this is born out of the classified five great elements, and it is born out of the Karma Sanchitam because of the karma, last life, whatever karma we have done, and whatever was the last thought. At the time of departure from the body, the last thought is the blueprint that we give to the Lord to make our next accommodation. That is why our scriptures tell, keep on chanting Lord's name. Instead of, and at the time of death, all our efforts become important. You can do nothing with efforts. Only which can happen naturally, that can happen. And if we have practiced this chanting Lord's name with the breathing, so without breathing is going on without efforts. When without effort the breathing, the Lord's name is chanted slowly, slowly, that becomes our second nature. And at the time of the departure of the prana from the body, that Lord's name alone comes. That is how it protects us from going to the lower yonis. But if somebody is a glutton like me, and at the time of departure from the body, if I remember, oh God, last 1 year, these doctors did not allow me to eat what I wanted to eat, and now at least let me eat, and therefore I tell my children, hey, come on, at least now before death, let me have a nice chicken, and I die. So my next blueprint is a chicken, and I will be born cock, 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 cock. How important it is. Therefore, karma sanchitam, then shariram sukha dukkhanam bhogayatanam uchyate. So this we enter the body and then all the joy and sorrow the experience. Then pancha prana mano buddhi dashendriya samanvitam apanchikuta bhutotam sukshma angam bhoga sadhanam. Then the subtle body made out of the non-grossified five great elements. Then the mind, intellect and 10 sense organs, etc. This is called as the subtle body. Subtle body is the means of experience. Now be attentive. All experiences of our life happen only in the mind. The subtle body, for our easy expression, we say mind. All experiences happen only in the mind. See? And for this, you don't have to have be very intelligent, very simple thing. When some small operations are done on some finger or toe, the doctors give the local anesthesia. And after that is given, when it is set properly, then they cut. And you can see your toe is being cut, the blood is coming out, the things are removed, then the stitching is done. And you don't get the pain because the toe was in meditation. The mind was not allowed to enter the toe. So all the experiences happen only in the mind. Therefore, either we live at the body level, for them Dharma Shastra. Those who are living at a mind level, they are following the Upasana Shastra. Constantly crying, Krishna, 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 and making their Krishna miserable. And then we come to the third stage, Anadya Vidya Nirvacham Karanopadi Ruchati Upadi Trayad Anyat Atmanam Avatarayet. Now the third is Avidya, means the wrong notion as to who am I. This wrong notion about one's identity is called as the causal body. So by these three bodies, we are covered. See friends, give us one quick example. Be attentive. Objects, for example, colors and forms, they cover our eyes. When we give too much importance to the worldly objects, we become slave and go away from our sense organs. So when you drop the objects, you have come to the sense organs. Drop the sense organs, you have come to the mind. Cool the mind, you have come to the intellect. Dissolve the intellect through inquiry, you have come back to yourself. Everything disappears. You cannot. That which is present in the absence of everything is the truth. Sat and Chit can never be absent. Only we have to change our focal length. Like yesterday evening I told, if you have got eye trouble, you put the eye drops. But if you have got eye trouble, ego, then drop the eye. You are liberated. So Panchakoshadi yogena tattanmayava sthitaha Shuddhatma nila vastradi yogena spatiko yatha. So, like a transparent glass with the water inside, if you keep it against the background of blue, it appears the glass is blue, the water is blue, but it is not. Exactly the same way, Panchadi Kosha Yogena Tat Tanmaya Ivastitam. Association with the body, we start thinking I am the body. Association with the sense organs, we start thinking that I am the seer, smeller, etc. Association with the mind, all the modifications of the mind, I am joyful, miserable. This is how the identification is only imaginary, it is not real. Be attentive. Attachment is an illusion. The day you discover this, you don't have to do anything. Only come to know. It is illusion. How it is illusion? Eyes illuminate all colors and forms. When the eye see the dark blue color or the red color or the blue color, are the eyes attached to any object? Knowledge is never attached. Ears, whether it is a discourse or a disco, both of them are illuminated by the same hearing ability. Nose, good smell, bad smell. It makes no difference to the nose. Good thoughts, bad thoughts makes no difference to the mind. Last, waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi. It makes no difference to me. And when we say, I am attached, it's a bluff, it's wrong. You cannot be attached. Attachment is an illusion. See, friends, the day you discover this, then you jump into the ocean of samsara and yet remain untouched by the limitations of the relative world. That is what is called a Jivan Mukti. So, Vapustushadivi koshahi yuktam yukteva ghatataha atmanamantaram shuddham vivicchattandulam yatha. So, yukti avaghatataha. So, by proper inquiry and logic, try to separate yourself from the panchakoshas. Like we take the paddy and we start pounding it in such a manner that only the husk comes out and the rice is separated and you enjoy. Only by a proper understanding, not by going the wrong way. Okay, my eyes are attracted toward the things, therefore I break my eyes. Don't do that. Because I am too much attached to different types of food, therefore I'll cut my tongue. There is no need. Only come to discover that what we talk about, I am attached, is an illusion. We are not attached to anything, attachment is an illusion. Therefore, yuktya avaghatataha atmanam antaram shuddham vivichat, and come to discover. See, when colors and forms are dropped, there is no loss to the eyes. If there are 100 people, my eyes are seeing. If they become 1,000, is it a burden to the eyes to see the 1,000 people? If all of them go away, is there is a loss to the eyes? The rule is, illuminator is not influenced by what is illumined, like the light in this hall. Whether it is the human being or the chair, whether it is the stage or a mic, whether they are here or they are not, it makes no difference to the light. Exactly the same way, the light of vision doesn't get influenced by any color, any form. Otherwise, what will happen if we see Himalayas? Oh God, such a huge thing. My eyes have become troubled. Why? Very heavy. Yeah. This rule keep in your mind. Illuminator is not influenced by the illumined. Therefore, when waking and dream happens, nothing is added to me. When deep sleep and samadhi happens, nothing is lost from me. I am the same. And the one to whom plus minus is same is only Paramatma. And that is our essential nature. Therefore, yuktya avaghatataha atmanam antaram shuddham vivichat. Come to discover yourself to be the pure, immaculate, untouched substratum supporting all superimposed panchakoshas. Then sada sarvagatopyatmana sarvatrava bhasate buddha vivava bhaseta swacheshu pratibhimbavata. Now where do we find this Atma? Here the teacher gives a very good example. Says, like, if we are standing in front of the wall, our reflection is not seen. But if we stand in front of the mirror, reflection is seen. It is not defect with us, but the reflecting media. In the same manner, Paramatma is everywhere, but the Paramatma is reflected perfectly only in the intellect. See? And therefore, although Paramatma is in the world, Paramatma is in the gross body, also in the sense organ, everywhere, yet it is reflected as a Chidabhasha, Bhasa, where I is born, it is only in the Buddhi. So thereafter what happens? The teacher says, Dehendriya Mano Buddhi Prakrutibhyo Vilakshanam Tad Vritti Sakshanam Vidyat Atmanam Rajavat Sada. Now be attentive. This self which is reflected in the intellect is like a witnessing consciousness. Now what is the witness? Witness is the one who eliminates everything that but doesn't get influenced by anything. Witness. About this witness I'll tell you something more. Earlier I tried to practice this witnessing for quite a number of years. But it didn't yield any results to me. Then I was thinking, what I am doing now? So one day by God's grace, it struck the other way around. Why not try to be indifferent? And this message I got from Bhagavad Gita. In the 9th chapter, Bhagavan says, Udasinam adasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. Udasinam is indifferent. Now be attentive. If I am witnessing you, my attention has to be on you, isn't it? But if I am indifferent to you, I don't care. And when we learn this art of remaining indifferent, you create neither friends nor enemies. Like the light is indifferent. Light is not a witness. The difference is this. Instead of struggling to be witnessing consciousness, don't do that. Remain indifferent. See? Like one boy asked me this question somewhere, Swamiji, you have been giving talks around the world, but if people don't change, don't you feel bad about it? I said, why should I feel bad? But when you are doing so much effort, say, look here, I am not interested who is listening, who is not interested. I am interested that I am talking. I get the chance to reflect more and more. That's it. But if I start worrying about why people don't change, I will be miserable. So what is important for me? Not you. It is me, and that means indifferent. Like the sun is indifferent whether somebody is worshipping him or spitting on him. Like the flowers are indifferent whether the flower is plucked to be offered to the Lord or to be put in the head or to be offered to a dead body. Flowers are indifferent. This indifference is one of the most important spiritual practices. Let us not get involved with anything or anybody. But that doesn't mean we are dumb. No, we are fully involved in this world and yet we are out of this world. Like Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to tell one example that When you cut the jackfruit, your hands become very sticky and very difficult to cut it. So he said, then what the ladies do, they apply oil to the hand. And with the oily hand, when you cut, then the stickiness of that jackfruit doesn't trouble you. In the same manner, apply the oil of indifference and jump into this world dynamically. See, friend, that is real spiritual life. Otherwise, sitting in the meditation for half an hour and rest of the day frustration? No, that is not. So, Vyaprute with that, Atmanam Radeva Sada Vyapruteshu Indriyeshu Atma Vyapari Iva Avivekinam Drushate Breshu Dhavasu Dhavan Nivayatha Shashi. See, if you look at the sky, it appears as if the moon is running, but actually the clouds are running. If you change your focal length, you can clearly see the clouds are running and not the moon. Exactly the same way, it appears as if the Atma, the self, is talking. It is Atma, the self, is seeing, but no. Be attentive. Eyes are not seeing. There is somebody behind the eyes. Mind is not experiencing. There is somebody behind the mind. When we come to discover that because of identification with the eyes, we start saying, I am seeing. No. It is through the eyes someone else is seeing. There is no seer. Therefore, one of the definitions of the truth is, seeing without a seer is the reality. Hearing without a hearer is the reality. Let nobody be born. So there is experience, but there is no experiencer. There is joy, but there is no enjoyer. There is karma, but there is no doer. This is the ultimate truth. Atma Chaitanyamachritya Dehendriya Manodhiyaha Swakriyateshu Vartante Surya Lokam Yatha Janaha. So, when the sun rises, people get into activities in the same manner. Atma Chaitanyamachritya, on the foundation of this pure, conscious, blissful existence, Dehendriya Manodhiyaha, all our faculties, they become activated in their respective field. Like after the sunrise, people get activated in their respective field. In the same manner, in the presence of the divine reality alone, everything becomes activated. If I don't get involved with something, it doesn't exist for me. And when I drop everything, yet I continue to exist. Remaining in this, in the language of J. Krishnamurti, objectless awareness. Awareness with the objectivity is mind. Mind minus objectivity is awareness. So swakriyartheshu vartante suryalokam yatha janaha देहेन्द्रिय गुणान कर्माणि अमले सच्चिदात्मनि अध्यस्यन्त्य अविवेकेन गगने नीलतालिवत. Therefore, all the modifications of the sense organs, etc., they are superimposed on the pure conscious existence. Actually, the self doesn't see, but because of the eyes, we say, I am the seer. So when the eyes are closed, what happened to the seer? Seer has no more been present, but I continue to be there. In the waking, waker is there. When the body identification is dropped, where the waker has gone, I don't know, but I am still there. The dreamer is there. But when the dream is over, where the dreamer has gone, I don't know, but I am still there. So with the conditioning, we appear to have become many. But in fact, we neither come nor go anywhere, only adhyasyanti avivekena. But because of the wrong understanding, wrong notion, we start imagining, I am the husband, I am the wife, I am the waker, I am the dreamer, I am the deep sleeper. Avivekena. So, gagane nilatadivat. We say the sky is blue. But is the sky blue really? No. After having known the sky is not blue, yet we will see the sky blue. Because we are conditioned through the sense eyes. Exactly the same way. Till such time we are identified with the body, this world will appear to be real. So what will be the real spiritual practice therefore? Freedom from body identification. And what will be the freedom from body identification? Be attentive. This is what real spirituality begins. Freedom from body identification means we will not have any desires about the worldly objects. When I consider myself to be body, then only we desire and accumulate the things. In the deep sleep, we are not identified with the body, no desire. Then what is our personality becomes? All possessions and all relations. These two together is called as I, the ego. Therefore, real spiritual practice is freedom from desires. Lesser the desire we entertain, less is our body identification. More the desires we entertain, more is the body identification. There is zero desire, as in deep sleep, there is no body identification. This is the purpose of study of this Atmabodha. The remaining portion we'll see in our tomorrow's class. You do study this book. It's very nice, very deep. It takes away all our wrong notions about the spiritual life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Guru